Hello YouTubers, subscribers and friends, welcome to my channel. It is a hot freaking day, 100 degrees, and it is almost 12 o'clock. It's 11:48. I just got done wolfing down my lunch, which was chicken taquitos, and a lot of people have been saying that I need to paint the courtyard wall. Matter of fact, everybody's saying paint except for one person, and well, two people. My wife's one of them. I don't know where my wife got this brush, but it looks like somebody cut it in half. Hopefully I'll be able to paint. She's texted me now. I have the paint here that matches the tiny house. Look how much shade I got here. My wife was sweeping this yesterday, this carpet. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm trying to clean the carpet. I said, just vacuum it. It's carpet. So that's what I did. I vacuumed it just 5 minutes ago, and it looks nice. All this nice shade here. And then once the sun gets over there about that side about 2 o'clock, this becomes all shade too, and Jerry loves it. I don't know if I'm going to paint the inside. We'll see how the outside goes. But I did have a viewer, Michelle Dooley, say that the Arizona sun is going to peel that paint off, which probably right. But you know, you don't know until you try, right? It's like this carport. I've painted this carport 2 times. And the sun, the heat, even in here where the sun doesn't even get, the heat just peels this paint off. And I acid washed this concrete. Before we ever started parking our cars here, we used to always park our cars over there. And we never parked the cars on here, ever. And then I had a car, I forget what it was, a little Honda. The sun started peeling the paint off the hood of the Honda, so I started parking it under here. And then now we always park under here. But yeah, you see all that paint? That was expensive paint, man. But I have another viewer say that the polycarbonate is going to obstruct my view, my great view that I have from this gazebo, which is not a great view. The reason why my wife wants to put a wall here, because she doesn't want to look at that view right there, Mrs. Kravitz' house. And especially now she don't want to look at that dead tree. But yeah, this is it's still level, and it's a little wiggly. It's 2 feet actually from the top of the ground down. It's 2 feet. I had an 8.5 size pole here that I didn't cut, and I had a 10-foot one, so I made them both 8 feet long, and from there to here is 6 feet. So there's 2 feet buried in the ground. So when I put this wood up here, when I buy the wood for here, I'm going to paint it. You know, hopefully paint it this color, or maybe gray, whatever, who knows what color. And I'm going to attach this to the wood. The wood I'm going to attach to this, and then I'm going to attach this to the wood to help stabilize it. It opens up fine. I tested it this morning, except it drags this gravel. I'm going to have to move all this gravel and these stairs out of the way. And then when I put the pole on this side, I'm going to attach it also on this side. But yeah, 2 feet in the ground, and that's some really solid galvanized piping there, man. Incredibly hard to drill. So as I was sitting here looking at that tree, I'm trying to contemplate what I'm going to do with that tree. I'm in no mood whatever to start cutting on that tree. And it is an eyesore though. It's too freaking hot. Right now it's hot. I'm trying to get myself motivated just to go paint, because I'm going to be standing in front of that metal. It's going to be reflecting the heat right into my face. Back of my neck got sunburned yesterday. But it looks like it even fell over even more. Look at this lizard. He's Mr. Brave Lizard. I think the sun slowed him down. I cannot see him in the viewfinder. So he's there somewhere. There's movement right there. Check him out, just eyeballing. You eyeballing me, boy? You eyeballing me? Usually they just tear off and run when I get close. I'm about 5 feet from him. He's still staying right there. Something wrong with you, boy? Oh, now he's moving, waking up. Oh, something's wrong with him. Twitching around. I'm like 3 feet from him. Oh, that's too close to there. I saw a giant lizard one time a while back go down in the crack of this tree. I mean, it's the biggest lizard I've ever seen on my property. He was like a rainbow colored lizard and everything. There used to be a nest over here with babies in it. I don't know what happened. My mom's always telling me, you gotta trim this stuff out. This is going to kill your trees, and if you don't trim it, it's going to kill your trees. Little does she know, God killed this tree. God's the one who created the storm. Ripped this tree down. A lot of this stuff is dead. Good firewood. I should go over there and talk to my mom, see if she wants to haul this wood off, because she uses a fireplace. Alright, well, time to go do some painting. It ain't gonna paint itself, as my wife always says. It ain't gonna fix itself. It ain't gonna paint itself. This paint smells funny. I use this barbecue fork for everything. Stir concrete, digging. Now I'm using it to stir paint. Boy, that stuff sure is reflective. I can feel it reflecting the sun right off into my face. Man, and it's burning hot, man. I'm normally a very, very pale guy, but all this time that I've been spending out in the sun, look how dark I am. If I take this shirt off, from the elbow up, I'm freaking pale white. And from the knees up, I'm pale. Look at this. Look at that. See how white I am? Extremely white. That's the Asian in me. Look at these birds taunting me because I can't fly. Look at them. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Always, every day I see these birds. Big, big birds. I can fly too, you know. I just gotta buy a plane ticket. Look at him, he's laughing at me. Ah, you gotta paint. I am flying. Those birds are huge. Anyways, I digress. But like I said, I tan very easily. In the back of my neck got sunburned yesterday, big time, when I was working on that gate. So, let's start painting. Goes on pretty easy. Here's what I'm wondering though. I have some trim paint left. I'm wondering if I should stop here and paint this the same color as the trim. That way it really blends in. Maybe I just make a line right here so I know where to stop. I'm gonna do more on one coat though. It looks white to me. Trying to get a look from far away. The landlord's been working out here every day. I seen him take 5 loads of garbage out. I don't know what it looked like on the inside there. Then yesterday, the tenants that lived there, the mother and one of her sons, they were over here arguing with the landlord. And then next thing I know, he has them trimming that tree. And this tree over here, I guess they're trying to work off some kind of payment or something. But that's what it looks like, what I got painted so far. Mosquitoes are eating me alive. I'm so surprised how much mosquitoes are out here in the desert until I come out and start working. It looks white to me. That's only one coat. I think I'm going to have to put more on one coat. And I think I'm going to paint that left side the same color as the trim. But just trying to get a far shot. It is reflective. The sun is blinding me when I have to look to paint. Definitely reflective. I don't know if I'm going to paint the inside though. I'm still thinking about that. I still got that project that I got to work on also. But I noticed you have to put it on thin, otherwise it just starts running and looks nasty. Gonna have to do more on one coat. But first time ever painting this kind of metal. There's a lot of first time doing things on these projects that I'm doing. Definitely gonna need more on one coat though. All the dogs are in hiding. Woo! Josie! Oh, Josie's under there. Where's Jerry? Jerry! Hey, Jerry! Where's Mama? Oh, I don't see Jerry anywhere. Where's Mama? Oh, he was squeezed in there underneath with Josie. They don't want to come out because it is freaking hot. I'm going to have to change this pool water today. A little dragonfly flying over the water. That's a tiny one. Alright, I decided to paint this side. Just so it's not so reflective when the sun is in the midday. And give the other chance the other side a chance to dry. Takes about 10 minutes to paint all one coat. Took that block out and put some wood there. Block that little gap that's there. Can't put it on thick because it starts to run. Because it's not a porous metal. It doesn't absorb the paint like wood. This is the back side. I'm not going to paint that. But I don't know if it's a cheap brush or what, but it leaves these lines. See where it runs right there? Gives it that ugly look. It doesn't look gray to me. Maybe because it's a light shade, it's just confusing me, but that's what this is looking like so far. And I am drenched, soaking wet. It's so humid out here. Alright, that's what the first coat looks like. Man, I always manage to get paint no matter how careful I am. Oh, both hands, look at this. Look at my thumb, I split it. It just split open. How dry heat is this here? Humidity. That's an oxymoron, right? Dry heat, humidity. Anyways, that's the first coat. Gonna let that dry. Gonna go take me a water break and then go on do the other side again. I don't know where my wife bought that brush, but that's a piece of garbage brush. Alright, this had about half an hour to dry. That's what it looks like so far. I'm gonna put the darker trim color on the end there to match that. But it's taking longer than what I thought. It's 1 o'clock. I started a little bit before 12. I drink a lot of water. People tell me all the time, make sure you drink water, stay hydrated. I do. I drink about 10 bottles of water a day. If I'm doing projects outside, I drink it like crazy. They say we're not going to have any rain for at least a week. We'll be in the triple digits the rest of the week. And then next week the rain will come. I don't see any clouds anywhere. That's why it's so freaking hot. The bird is back. The other day he was flying around and he was making a screaming sound like whoosh, whoosh. He kept just doing that over and over. Alright, I'm going to put one more coat and then I'm going to see how that is, and that's it. I'm not going to put any more because I'm not trying to get into homes and garden. I'm just trying to reduce the reflection. My suggestion is to anybody who's thinking about painting this metal, whatever it's called, I forget what kind of metal this is called, don't paint it on like what I'm doing. This is the first time painting for me, but because if you put it on too wet, it runs. If you put it on too dry, it peels the paint completely off right back to the metal. Then you got to go back and paint it again. My suggestion would be, or my recommendation would be, paint it with spray paint. Spray paint dries fast, and that's why a lot of graffiti artists use spray paint. It goes on fast and stays on. It's hard to get off. See that? Right down to the metal again. So it's like that first coat is like right there. It's just, see? Just worthless. So you end up painting more, because if it's too dry, the brush, it just scrapes the paint off. If it's too wet, it leaves runs. So that's like 3 coats there. I gone over it, then I gone over again, and it's just, I'm not gonna do it. Once I get down here, I'm not gonna do it again. Just wasted time. Alright, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. I've been painting for several hours. This is 3 coats on this. I was gonna paint the post, but then I dropped my brush in the dirt and it was all screwed up, so I stopped it there. Let's go look at the other side. The other side's got 3 coats also. I was gonna shovel some dirt today and fill this hole in, but I just too tired. It's amazing how the sun will just drain you. Still, there's no clouds in the sky. It is 99 degrees out, and just take a look from a distance. That's what it looks like. Rachi. I painted try to get that as straight as possible, but it's kind of hard to get that straight, the dark trim. I definitely, if anybody asked me about painting this, I would definitely say don't use a paintbrush. Get a spray can and spray paint it, because it's very, very tough. Even this is 3 coats here. This is not the straightest, but from 50 feet you can't tell. Looks a lot better. Kind of blends in, but if you rub too hard, the paint will come off. So I'm curious how long this paint will last. That's why I don't want to do any more coats on it, because I just don't want to waste my time. That cut down the reflectiveness of it, and it kind of hides in between the sheds there. So as far as I'm concerned, looks good. I just split this pinky about 10 minutes ago. I was wetting Josie, my dog. It hurts that, and this one I did yesterday. Look at that. Ow, painful. Working out in this heat. But that's not all. If you order now, within the first 5 minutes, or next 5 minutes, you will also get to see what I painted next. Boom! I painted it around the sliding glass door. See that dark trim? I didn't want to paint it perfect because the rest of the house is all faded, so I just painted it, you know, semi-good. The bottom I paint was primered, and that right corner was primered. I just got done painting that too. Get a shot from here. It used to stick out like a sore thumb because it was like a pinkish primer, I think it was. My wife said it was. I don't know exactly what color it is, but see how this is all faded. That trim's faded. All this is faded. So I only did 1 coat of that on there and at the top, just to get rid of all the primer siding and make it look nice. Not looking for perfection, but that definitely stuck out like a sore thumb. So that's what I did today. I said it once, I'll say it again to people. Whoever paints for a living, my head is off to you, because this has got to be some of the most boringest work I've ever done in my life, painting. My kids, nobody's even going to notice I painted them until I tell them. This right here, when I was in town, I was looking for the polycarbonate at Home Depot, but they were completely out of the white. So I have to hit up another Home Depot. I'm going to have to get the 12-foot length, because the 8-foot, this is from the end of that door to here is 12 feet. So if I put 8 and 8, 16, it would just look funny with the split in the middle, I think. I think it would look nicer just one long, clean, well, not one, but 1, 2, 3, 3 of them with the poles behind them. She definitely wants to put white polycarbonate there. And she wants the block like that. She wants the block on the bottom, because that's 8 inches. It raises up 8 inches, and then the polycarbonate will get close to the level of the door over there. Also got to get wood on that side so I can attach it to the house and attach it to that, like I was talking about earlier this morning. But this no cloud coverage and just 100 degrees heat today just kicked my butt, man. TRX Vlogger, another YouTube content creator, stopped by my house earlier today, and I had a pallet there and the old wooden posts that were over here. He stopped and offered to take them to the dump. So check out his channel. He rides a street legal quad, TRX Vlogger. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to watch him. He just lives around the corner from me over there. And nice guy. But that's going to be it for me today. I am wore out. I got to go lay in the AC and still figure out how I'm going to build this thing here. My wife actually likes the thing painted now. And she's like, why didn't you paint all the way down on the pole? I was like, I dropped the paintbrush, and that was a sign from God saying it's time to stop painting. So, I ain't no Michelangelo or Leonardo da Vinci, but see, I'm tired. I can't even talk. But I did what I had to do, and I got things done. It definitely looks better around the sliding glass door there. Well, that's my time. If you like these kind of videos, remember to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. It don't cost you anything. It's free. And like always, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos and leave me comments. Yeah! I'm gone.